So we're on the main Oregon Trail here in Idaho. We're between Boise and Mountain Home. This area is known as Ditto Creek. This was part of the trail the immigrants stopped at. There's a sign here right in front of me. It says that they often had to dig for water on the creek because it was mostly dry. We're going to drive a little bit more, and there are some markers that denote the trail. There's both concrete pillars as well as just little flexible markers, and we'll stop and see those. Interestingly though, these rock boulders, I don't know which ones, but there are pictures of pioneers having written their name and initials and dates in axle grease on these rocks. So that would be pretty cool to find. So we are on the Oregon Trail. The Bureau of Land Management erected these markers. See that it says Oregon Trail, and if you look down the way here, I don't know that video is going to show it real well, but I can see, well, there's another marker down there, but I can see faint wagon ruts. More pronounced is the hump in the middle, but you can definitely see where the trail was. So it's pretty amazing that it's still here after 150, 160 years. We'll keep driving and see if we can't find a more pronounced area. I think these are called Mormon crickets. I don't know for certain, but they are massive. I mean, you can see just how big next to my hand they are. And there's hundreds of thousands of them around here. You drive down the road and they just jump everywhere. Excuse me, which way's the Oregon Trail? Oh yeah? Alright, good talk. There's this cut in the side of the hill, which is the Oregon Trail. Going this way, there are markers on it, so I'm standing on it right now. Keeps going up and around. They skirted the hillside here is what they did. Not very wide. I'm looking at maybe 5 feet wide, but the hillside has kind of eroded down into it, but just fascinating. I'm still fascinated that there are parts of it still intact and you can see it and walk on it. It's like living history. It's crazy. You know, what did they see or what did they do here? This right here is, can you see that? This is an old Oregon Trail marker. They also use this white fiberglass pole in addition to the concrete pillars. But what I'm most interested in is there are rocks with initials in axle grease on them. Immigrants, pioneers on the trail used axle grease to write their initials on rocks or their names to let people know they had been through. I guess it's their form of graffiti back then. Well, this is literally on the trail. I really can't see them climbing any of these big hills to do that on. I think this is a good candidate for some of those initials. Okay, stop number 9 here is Bowens Creek. We were earlier back there at, I think that was Ditto Creek. It says here, Bowens Creek was another camping area which provided little water in most years. The trail followed down the creek for a mile before continuing to the north. So the trail followed down the creek for a mile before continuing to the north. It may have gone this way, I don't know, right to left. Another large granite boulder close to the trail became an immigrant post office as many people wrote their names in axle grease upon the rock. That's what we're looking for. Although faded from the elements, some are still visible after over 150 years. So I don't know if that's the rock. Or it's kind of vague. It's very vague. So Natalie has pointed out a lot more to me of the initials. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get them. Hopefully I'll get the general area and you can see it. There's an EIA right above the white line, kind of the white sand mark. There's W. I can't tell. It's too hard to see. I think I'm on it. Like a W on top and a C on bottom, an O next to it. But this is Inscription Rock. How lucky is that? You know it's hot when even the antelope are in the shade. There's one there. It looks like there's one maybe laying down right below him. I can't see because of my sunglasses and the little screen here, but about gonna do it for our adventure today. We saw antelope. We explored the Oregon Trail a little bit. Found the rock with all the initials on it. That was very cool. And generally explored the area and found some good camping spots. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll do another video later.